If you guys saw the video title, I have a bunch of CGC comics to show you guys. All these books are signed by the writers or artists, and I got about 15 of them. If I'm not mistaken, maybe like 10 or I don't know. I sent so much. Let's see what I got. Doomsday, baby. First book we got is Venom issue 27, variant cover with Noel with the Infinity Gauntlet signed by Donny Cates. Boom, 9.8, beautiful cover right there. Donny Cates' signature. I had to get that, man. I'm gonna be getting a Noel statue, and I'm probably gonna put it like right behind it like that. I do have the first full appearance of Noel too, so I don't know which one I would rather have. Okay, so this is Thor issue 5, fourth printing, signed by Donny Cates. Boom, 9.8. Just look at that bad boy. Awesome cover right there. Again, all these books are signed by either writers or artists. All these books are really just signed, honestly. All right, we got Vanish. This is issue 1, variant cover, signed by Donny Cates in a 9.2. Ooh, I actually like this cover a lot. I don't know which one of Vanish I was going to get signed, so I decided to get that one, honestly. I thought that was the coolest looking one. So we got the first full appearance of Muse, signed by Charles Soule right there, if you guys can see that, right? 9-0. I'm a little bit disappointed in this one because I actually bought this at Dallas Fan Expo off a wall, and it looked pretty good. I'm very surprised on the grading. And if you look closely, I don't know if you guys can see that, but the spine is very clean, and it's a white cover too. So, you know, I thought this a minimum would get like a 9.4. It is what it is though. I now have the first full appearance of Muse. It's a high grade, and it's signed. So, and shout out to Charles Soule. Nice dude. All right, we got Dark Knight's Death Metal issue 4. This is signed by Greg Capullo and Scott Snyder. And they put the initials You Rock. Okay? Boom. 9.4. And it has Batman Who Laughs. But if you guys can see that closely, it says You Rock right there with Greg Capullo and Scott Snyder. Awesome, awesome cover right there. I think we're about maybe halfway. No, this after this will be halfway done. So this is the first full appearance of Talons. Yeah, sorry. Signed by Greg Capullo and Scott Snyder. Boom. This is a 9.0. Honestly, I didn't think this cover or this copy was that great. I paid like $5 for it. So I'm okay with it. You know, I made a lot of profit from there. So yeah. And Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo, those guys are awesome. All right, guys, here's the big boy. First Absolute Batman, issue 1, signed by Scott Snyder. Oh, let's go. 9.8, baby. Holy shit. I can't believe this book came out 6-7 months ago. I paid $5 for this. $5. Now, I don't have no clue how much is this worth, but 9.8 signed by Scott Snyder. Let's freaking go, man. Okay, for the next book, we got Thor issue 6. So this is the vision that Thor saw of Thanos, right? With the Marvel Zombies. If you guys remember that book. This is, oh, I don't know what printing this is. I think this is just the A cover. I have no idea, but signed by Donny Cates. Boom, 9.2. I was a little bit disappointed in this one too, because I kept this in pristine condition. By the way, I got all these clean and pressed. Shout out to my clean and presser. I'm not blaming him. He's an awesome guy. He actually got a lot of books that I had a low grade, like my Dark Knight Returns, an 8.5 to a 9.4, and that's double signed. So shout out to him. So I think sometimes CGC, they have some weird graders sometimes. Like maybe I caught someone on a bad day. It happens. All right. So the next book we got is Thor issue 7. Signed by Donny Cates, and this is the Unknown Comics exclusive Virgin variant, okay? 9.6. Look at that bad boy. Awesome cover right there of Thor and Noel. I absolutely love that. I just try to get a lot of the cool covers I enjoy just looking at, graded, and I met Donny Cates too, so shout out to him. All right, so we got this. This is Venom issue 7 with Venom with the Infinity Gauntlet. Rare book. And I got a 9.4. I'm not disappointed with this. I'm actually overly satisfied. It'd been really cool if I got that at like a 9.6, 9.8. It is what it is though. All right, so hold on. All right, we got about 3 books left. First, Dylan Brock. This is Venom issue 9, guys. I have about 4 or 5 copies of these. I kind of just picked one that I thought looked the best. I probably should have got all of these graded, to be honest with you, just for the profit turnout, because I think a 9.8 goes for like $200-300, and I didn't pay for that much for each copy. But this is signed by Donny Cates. Boom. In a 9.6. Awesome, awesome cover right there. First Dylan Brock. I think that's going to be a rare key in the future. So sorry about that. I got a phone call. But yes, I think this book could be a potential future key, just because if Eddie Brock comes to the MCU after Secret Wars, we could potentially get Dylan Brock. Dylan Brock has a lot of potential, maybe in an animated adaptation. Okay, this is a big book, probably the biggest book of my lot. First full appearance of Court of Owls, okay? By the way, to mention this, I paid $20 for this book on eBay. So just getting a 9.0 or better to me, I just wanted that, right? Like whatever grade I can get. So this is double sign, okay? Greg Capullo and Scott Snyder right there. Boom. 9.2. I truly believe we're going to see the Court of Owls in the DCU, so I think this is a future key. So I decided to get this graded. But yeah, I mean, awesome cover right there. Beautiful cover. This is probably my favorite key in the Batman mythos. I know this is kind of recent still, like 15 years old-ish, but still, I love this cover. All right, we got one more book left. Let's see what it is. All right, one more book, guys. Here we go. This is the special one. I don't know how much it will be worth. So this is the brand new Hush 2, and I understand Hush 2 is not the best story. But I did a special meeting with Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. It was like that, you know, the tour thing. I forgot what it was exactly. But Greg Capullo, this is his exclusive variant for Dallas Fan Expo, okay? He did the cover. Now, Scott Snyder signed this book too, but he has nothing to do with this book at all, right? Jeff Loeb wrote it, right? And Jim Lee did the interiors. Greg Capullo, though, he did the cover art. So Scott Snyder did a signature on that. So this is really a one of a kind. And boom, 9.8. So like I said, this is double signed, okay? And one of them didn't even do the book at all. So honestly, I have no idea what this book is worth in a one of a kind, because I guarantee you nobody's going to have this cover double signed, especially from someone who had no affiliation with this book. But yeah, this is kind of insane, guys. And shout out to my clean presser, CGC, all the amazing comic book artists and writers that I met at Dallas Fan Expo. I think I did an amazing haul. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Share it to your loved ones. I'm going to probably be doing this more, like showing more hauls and stuff like in this way. The next one I think I'm going to do is New York Comic Con. I'm not sure. I just have a lot of key issues that I just buy for low grade or just didn't spend that much on it and try to get them all signed. I'm more of a signature grading guy now. Regular graded comic books, in my opinion, are not the best anymore. I think the signature holds up more than just the blue label. Let me know what you guys think about that. Anyways, though, guys, I'll see you guys later. Have an amazing Friday. Peace.